What's up, Khule? Other people know you as Khule Air. Other people know you as Khule Ngubane.
Skateboard day, artist by night. Now it's like, and I've been doing that for a minute. But yeah, now I'm ready. I'm here. Cool as yeah.
Tell me, man. I mean, you've been in Cape Town. I've been seeing you posting videos in Cape Town. What's popping in Cape Town? You've been there for a while. What's going on in Cape Town?
Yeah, hey, Cape Town's been nothing but love. It's like it's like a second home. Of course, my first home is Durban. That's where I'm from. But like for me, there's a lot of opportunity. I can get like to do a lot of things. One of my close friends, my brothers, Grant McLaughlin is also from here. So me and him just get to like film a lot of cool stuff, shoot a lot of cool stuff, and then there's other people as well that I'm in a mix with in terms of music, in terms of like social vibes, and yeah, I'm just doing me while I'm out here. It's more like business and pleasure.
That's nice, man, because I see you've been doing a lot of skating there as well. Are you gonna be taking out anything like maybe any documentaries or anything like that?
Well, like I would say right now I'm more focused on finishing off a video project that's going to be called Regardless. So it's going to probably drop in the next month and a half. I don't want to say a specific date yet, but the part itself is basically done. So that's why I also had to come to Cape Town to work on my skating, and that's more or less the trip. And then the rest is creating the content. So it's not going to be a documentary, but it's going to be of skate footage of me being in Barcelona. There was a time that I went there recently. A lot of stuff from Joburg, a lot of stuff from Durban, my hometown, and some stuff from Cape Town, all put in one. And that video part is basically just putting me more on the international stage. I've been doing video parts for a long time in SA, but that it's actually going to be for the worldwide audience. I just don't talk too much about it. But just stay tuned. Just know that like we're going through a life-changing process right now. You guys are
in the pipeline. In the pipeline.
Yeah.
I know. Let's talk about you in Cape Town. Let's talk about the track Cape Town. Was it inspired? How did it come about? Was it inspired because you were in Cape Town, or how did the track come about?
Yeah, like I would like to say when I skateboard, I'm a mute. No one knows how you take, but they're feeling your energy with the tricks, and that's great. But for me, personally speaking, was never enough. So music is my form of expression because I am a social butterfly. I'm a good communicator with people. And as you deal with life, you go through the motions. So the song Cape Town is basically, I'll just admit it, me just going through a breakup and just still around here. I have to focus on my skateboarding and work and meeting somebody that's just on a really cool frequency that just like switched up that whole vibe and kind of also just explain like, my fears of like, skating and rapping and like how I feel like the industry kind of is tackling me, but I'm still going to do me because that's all I know how to do, so I'm glad that I put that out because now it's been embraced with open arms. It's always going to be a little bit of negativity from some folk, but at the end of the day, as long as I'm happy. So that song is just so special to me because of that. It represents Cape Town and that energy, high vibration, like crazy vibes, man, like life on movie level. Yeah.
That's dope. I like the sound, I must say. It's got that bounce, the beats. Who did you work with regards to production?
It's a guy called Sasha. So he's got his own thing called Strawberry Fields. And you remember that song, Big Trucks? He was the producer of that. So while I was in Cape Town, it's like, yo, homie, bro, like, I actually, like, he wanted to change the beat and make it too, like, kind of, you know how producers, when they get into it, I was like, yo, homie, I need it like this, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to add it. And that's literally big of it, like, please just trust the vision. And he trusted the vision and bam, all that energy. And the song was written quick, man. Like within half an hour, I was already I guess I had so much building up from traveling, from skating, and it just felt right. It wasn't even like hard, like, it was just good seeing you.
I was about to ask with regards to that because with Big Trucks, it's more boom boom bap, and then this one has got that bounce. So is this the sound that you're going to be going? You're going to be using this type of sound from now on, or what?
You see, that's a good because right now I'm just trying to show people my creativity, and like it's that I'm very diverse, even just intellectually. If you just speak to me as a human being, I'm very diverse. So that's also going to show with music and as well with skateboarding. So that's just me as a person. There's still going to be like that whole boom bap focus. To be honest, like I'm much older, I'm 28 years old. So I also cater to, I grew up in the 90s. So there's that knowledgeable boom bap vibe, but also I'll be kicking it with the kids. I'm like they OG in skateboarding because I'm still doing this. I'm not stopping anytime soon. So also be tapping into what they listen to, you know, and what's their vibes. For me, I just try to bridge these two worlds together. Because right now it's cash, you know, like OG's like, they don't know what these kids are doing. Like I think as well, the next track that I'm gonna be releasing probably next week is called Feeling Down. And that has like a completely different vibe, you know, to Cape Town, you know, and it's the song sounds like Feeling Down, but it's very uplifting. There's an auto tune in it, but it's not too much auto tune because that's, like I said, I'm half in between the young cats and the old school. So for me, it's just finding those two ways of balancing it. Yeah. So if you try to
are you gonna be like releasing every week now or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dope. Talking about that, man. On that track, Cape Town. There's a line where it says, "I was born to be a star, but they were unaware. Now I'm eating rappers up like some Tupperware." Are you jabbing at somebody there?
No, that wasn't a personal line. And as well, the line goes from my family outing this journey from skateboarding to me, low key, not even telling them I make music. Like I didn't tell a lot of people I made music, you know. So for me, that was a build up, and to now because like that energy is so strong in the music. Every word has struggle and pain to it. That's why it's like now I'm eating rappers up because now it's just like the rappers like, whoo, damn, Khule, I just told you stayed, homie. Like, damn, why you doing this like that? You know, so it wasn't targeted at a certain person. It was just more of like, yo, making a presence in the rap game, in the industry of music and, you know, artistry.
All right. I was gonna go to the next slide also because you be like, I got a plan, I'm fully motivated. Niggas thinking they're the shit, but they're constipated. Hey. Bars, nigga. Bars. Yes, I don't think these niggas ready for this shit.
You see, like that one I could say that was motivated by like, you know, there's a lot of things that be happening in skateboarding that people don't see, but I'm not gonna try and name drop. But it's like I'm a very humble guy and I've made it to the top and I realized not everyone actually is happy for me. So it's like, but yet I don't have an ego. You know, I have all the success, all these blessings, kids ask me to sign, take photos, people everywhere I go, they notice me. Like famous friends in South Africa that people look up to that scream on stages are personal friends of mine. And I still am humble enough to go communicate with people, but then they just come with that disrespect. So like for me, that line is just like, yo, dog, I respect you, but under there, I know who I am. So if you need me to remind you, then that's the line. You know, you'll think you're the shit, but you're constipated. You know, that energy is off.
Dope. No, I think it's a real fresh track. I won't lie. And yeah, make sure that you do take out more songs like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so Chad, tell me about Ultimate X this weekend. It's on. Last year you took the
last year you took the title. Yeah. So you already know what that means. That means like, you know, a lot of people gunning for that. A lot of pressure on myself because now everyone has that expectation. But to be real, like for me, I'm hyped. I'm gonna be going to Ultimate X. I'm gonna be seeing old friends. Some of my closest homies that are like international BMXers are coming all the way from the States, like Kevin Peraza, like coming from all the way from the States, like famous BMXers like Kevin Peraza, Pat Casey. I can go on and on about, and just seeing everybody. Like there's gonna be a lot of heavy hitters coming to the contest, even in SA skateboarding. So I'm truly hyped because it's like for me, I love when people sleep on me, think I'm the underdog, and I rise above it. So I'm excited for Ultimate X. But as well, I'm not focusing on that. I'm not even thinking that when I'm going there, people are my competition. You know why? Because I'm thinking like, yo, dog, what's Niger doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm battling. I wanna tap on his level. I see what people are doing at home. It's nice. I'm gonna shade my lights. I'm gonna shine. But like, I want to get on neutral level. You know, all these guys that I got to like really kick it with in Rome and just see, okay, like that's the level I need to take it to. So like Ultimate X is just gonna be a local milestone to tell myself, to prepare myself mentally for the big stage. But I'm trying to take it global to skate there.
Yeah, nice.
So that's
nice. Now talking about talking about that, taking it global. So what will the plans be this year for you to actually take that step on making that global notification out there?
The next step, of course, after Ultimate X, I would say towards like, it's going to be April just now. So like a month and a half after April, I'll probably be just out in Europe for some time, skating contests there. Because to be honest, I've done all I can at home. There's so many contests you can win over and over again each year. How do you grow? And for me, I don't like being the big fish in a small pond. Like to, if I've outgrown that pond, let's take it there. And then after that, probably later on the year, end up in California and just do the same thing. Like I said, I'm taking skating global. I still want to be like a part of home through the vibrations of music, you know, and letting them know that like, yo, I just gotta represent us out there, because sometimes God can bless you with a vision. Some people don't see it at home and they just try to stop that. So for me, I'm tired of fighting that system. It's like I've just outgrown home and people are not checking my vision, and that's okay. Instead of fighting it and sticking it out, the next thing I'm living in resentment, like let's just say 5 years down the line, because I didn't reach my potential and now it's too late, you know. So I just rather trust my intuition and just like do what I need to do and just block everything out, because I know God is watching me, God is supporting me. So it's like, if anyone else don't get it, like that's just their own insecurity, you know. So
What would make you think why aren't they actually seeing the vision? Is that because when it comes to funding, there's not much funding? Because extreme sports is actually, it's got it needs money in it, you know.
Yeah, money.
Yeah, so
I can just personally say they can only see how they can benefit from me being in South Africa for them. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's like for me, okay, you see it, the potential here, but you don't see when I'm there, and when people see the potential, what doors can open. So sometimes man don't see that a man's got to also do what another man's got to do. And then when I come back full circle, because it will come back full circle, and the day this is my whole wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I have no fear, but I'm just don't want to come back and have all stay and have resentment. So I just rather do what I got to do, leave in the name of love, you know, in the name of good vibes, and in the name of inspiration more than honesty. Because somebody needs to just make it like that. I have nobody that I've seen coming up that has a blueprint to doing this. So right now I'm just on untouched terrain, and that can be scary, but I'm a very brave individual. I grew up rough. It's all I know. I know war and battle, man. So like whatever you throw at me, I just know I'll be the last man breathing at the end. No one's gonna stop it. So I just have to make people understand that there's a reason why God has put that urgency in me, and just that power as well, to just like make people see that, yo, there's something different about this guy. You know, it's not just skating alone, like I said. For me, I'm born to be a public figure, just expressing it through his art forms, so that I'm not really caught up in the system, so that like my mind is formed by the system. Because once I do, that means that I'm not going to shed my light, you know. So I can't be in the man's clock, in the man's system, in the man's way. I need to do what I feel God is calling me upon. When I say God, not in a religious context, but your God, whoever, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, whatever you believe in, Israel's, you know, that whatever just gives you a sense of like, okay, it's pulling you in a certain direction. That's what I mean. And so that's just where I'm at mentally. And sometimes you just gotta follow that journey. And it's spiritual for me more than anything. And to be able to look at this interview, just say in 2 years, say, hey, I did it. I did it, you know, and inspire the rest of other kids that grew up in my environment, like the hood, or kids from the burbs, to be like, damn, man, like, you know, it's not like Casper says, success doesn't need a visa, you know, just to be able to show that, but somebody has to do it. Somebody has to do it right, to set like a solid foundation for the next, you know, generation, to be like, all right, it's doable. So that's the journey.
Dope. Now I'd just like to say, man, shout outs for the new release. We're looking forward to new music as well. and all the best for this year. We're gonna catch you on Saturday or Friday, Saturday, the weekend. Ultimate X will be there. We'll see you. And yeah, man, all the best, my G.
Likewise, my brother. Thank you to all the viewers for taking the time out your day just to check a boy out and hear about his journey. But yeah, expect more on music, dominating internationally in skateboarding, and bossing up in the business realm as well. You know, so for me, it's just about being that public figure that just like was an inspiration. That's what it's about. And to remind, get yours, get yours. It's a buffet out there. Stop fighting for one meal. Yo, life is a buffet. Find your lane, run with it.
Nice. Jovi, my G. Later.
Sharp later.
All right.
Sure.